Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. You know, I'm getting excited every time basta tuwing second Sunday. Talagang excited na makapiling kayo. Lalo na po sa yung kami nag-usap ng solid natin. Padre Daniel. I love this song, yung umpisa natin ng Beautiful. At yung pangalawa, Jesus paid it all because there's doon galing yung ating pagbabago sa buhay natin. A great chance na yun ang tatalakayin ko ngayon. At yung last ay totoo naman, salvation belongs to God. So, let's be at time to be excited. Tulad ng mga early Christians sa Acts chapter 13 verse 44 na sila ay nagkakatipon upang makinig ng salita ng Diyos. So this time, let each one remember that the greatest thing one can do for himself or herself is to render obedience to the gospel of Christ. Isn't it exciting that the greatest thing we can do to feel good is to apply ourselves to do the will of God? And unless we know that we are faithful in His will, to His will. So let's be prepared in season and out of season, and be ready to serve God in any situation, whether or not it is convenient. We should be sensitive to the opportunities God gives us. Doon sa binigay ko sa 2 Timothy verse 4, chapter 4 verse 2 na sinabi ni Apostol Pablo kay Timothy na kailangan mag-correct tayo sa mga kapatid nating may kahinaan. We need to rebuke and encourage. At aminin natin lahat mga kapatid, it is difficult to accept correction. To be told we have the chance. Mahirap tanggapin na tayo'y i-advise na mabuhin ng ating buhay. But then, no matter how much the truth hurts us, we must be willing to listen so we can more fully obey God. Isn't it exciting that when God's Spirit points out needed change in our lives, we must listen and obey, otherwise we'll be pushing the truth so far away that it no longer applies to you, to me, and to us. Mga kapatid, ang pagbabago is a neutral concept. It implies the standard of values. It implies standard of judgment. It is bringing into existence more of this or more of that to which we attach worthy. It isn't exciting to be in a high road of truth Ayon nga sa Philippians chapter 4 verse 8, finally, brethren, whatever things are just, whatever things are honest, pure, lovely, God-required, virtue, and praiseworthy, think of them creatively in such a way to come to a deeper understanding of nature and therefore a greater capacity to be on God's side. And when moral imperative is enacted, growth takes place in the individual. Our inborn powers are marked by loving, learning, and creating. One thing I can say about the people of the first century is that they were not indifferent to things of the Spirit. For the most part, they either reacted to believe the gospel and acted quickly to accept salvation. Salvation belongs to God. But some of them reacted with violent rage when they were confronted with the gospel message. The people that day knew that eternal matters ought to take precedence over the mundane cares of day-to-day life. What the difference between then and now? In today's world, it seems nobody wants to hear about spiritual things. To speak about Jesus is to, I don't know if my pronunciation is correct. Infringe, I-N-F-R-I-N-G. How do you pronounce it? So explain na masukan mo ang karapatan ng tao. Well, Jesus, nobody wants to hear about spiritual things. And to speak about Jesus is to pinamasukan natin ang karapatan ng someone else, right? I don't know how you pronounce infringe. I-N-F-R-I-N-G. Whatever. Basta sa Tagalog, pinamasukan mo daw yung kanyang karapatan. People become offended telling you that their faith is a private matter. But the truth is that a private faith is usually no faith at all. Even in the church, we must guard against being tempted by the pathetic attitude of secular society. Society says it's not cool to get excited about. And when we do get excited about the gospel, our enthusiasm will inflict those all about us. Yung buhay ko ito, pumus na. So, ayun, sa lahat ng mga kapatiran natin na katulad kong edad, nagpas pa doon, we need more excitement. Excited kung anong mangyari sa buong hapon, inis, magating yung araw. I'm excited dahil maragdagan naman yung apo ko. Shirley is malapit na. And December yata, due date ni Karina. Excited na makita yung apo. I remember once, when I presented the good news, and one among the group stand up and took the chair back. So nagulat ako. I was speechless. Pinabayan ko na then tumalikod, turn out, listen, and then Basta lumabas na. Refuse to listen when confronted by a disturbing truth. When we share Christ carefully and sensitively, God does not hold us responsible for the other person's decision. So, hindi ko siya sinisisi. Although, alam kong galing siya sa UST. At graduate nga ng engineer. Nakapagtataka lang. Yung gumawa nito ay hindi naman UST. Ba't di nakapasok ka ng trabaho? Pero siya, tagal ko nang inaralan yun. Di tagal tumatanggap. At pagtapos na, walang sahod dahil parang under, basta, o GT yata, walang sinasahod. So, what kind of engineer is that? So, yun, sa lulubang ko na, kung nakinig ka lang, binago mo lang yung pamumuhay mo, bali mo, yung pagiging arrogant mo. But then, right, until now, hindi na siya nag-attend. Still, we need to ask God to stir up a new sense of excitement. Yun ang sinasabi ko lagi. Still, we need to ask God to stir up a new sense of excitement within us so that we can all do more for the Lord under trying circumstances. Minsan pa nga, yung sa Riyadh, nasabi ko kasi, let's be yung mayos ang pag nasa sa klase na, isipin magandang ayos. Tulad na halimbawa, klase mo sa school, may puntahan kang okasyon. Ang suot mo, ang ganda-ganda. Pero sabi ko, pero sa Bible study natin, nakashoot. Misa wala pang damit. Ay di nabanggit ko ngayon ay, nagalit. What is magalit siya. That's because I tell him the truth. And being steward of God, we need to surrender our life to Him and share. Because the Lord God wants us to use what we have in our hands. Mga kapatid, Christianity continually reminds us that the root of all evil lies in the hearts of man. And that until ang tao ay nagbago, any system will lead to evil's expectation and operation. Hindi nagbago. Into the hands of the church has been thrust the opportunity of changing the climate of the world. So, hindi lang trabaho ko to, trabaho natin mga kapatid. I repeat, into the hands of the church has been thrust the opportunity of changing the climate of the world. The church is a revolutionary power, but the Christian is not a report of violence. It is an inevitable and righteous revolution, which demands that things will change and meet my victory. Anyhow, willpower does not change us. Kung may kapangyarihan naman tayo, hindi yung makapagbabago sa ating sarili. Either time, panahon, does not change us either. But tulad ng nawin natin, Jesus changed life. Jesus Christ does. Therefore, let our minds be in you, which is in Christ also. The basic fact of today is the tremendous pace of change on human life. In my own life, I have seen amazing changes, and I'm sure you too. And the course of the life of the next generation, these changes will be ever greater. Everybody thinks of changing humanity, and nobody thinks of changing himself. Again, everybody ang lahat ay nag-isip na baguhin ang sanggalawan. But nobody thinks of changing himself. A democracy cannot stay alive if people a democracy cannot stay alive if kung ang tao in it be not urged to change when change is necessary. Paano naman umulat ng ating gobyerno? Pero nyo, yung 10 utos na binigay natin, Panginoon, alay, pinagdagdagan nila dalawa. Nagiging sa kanila, naging 12 na. Yung 11, huwag kang mahuhuli. Yung pangalan 12 na, huwag kang aamin. I'm sorry. Diba yung sabi niya? Yun ang karanasan natin sa ngayon. Sa sobrang tiwala sa sarili, gumagawa sila ng kanilang batas. So, yun sa puutos ng Panginoon, pinagdagan nila. They tend to add more. Malay mo, next year, ano naman yung nila. So, huwag kang pauhuli yung kanilang panghalitin commandments. At yung pang-12, huwag kang aamin. Minsan, hindi lang minsan kalimitan, tanong sa akin ng mga estudyante ko, how big is your church? How big is your church? It's a question people ask me every now and then. Of course, I have to answer them by saying, that depends upon what you mean by big. Dahil sa amin, sa Church of Christ, the church is big when it provides opportunities for learning and becoming informed about the Christian way of life. If we don't point people to Christ, then we are not really a church, but only a social club. It is important that we must point people to see to the Christ Himself, our Savior, who can change lives. Hindi lang buhay ko, hindi lang buhay ninyo, kundi buhay ng lahat. No church can give solution to mean that it can hold high the trust received as through His grace. Huwag kayong mapapagot. Meron talagang pangyayaring hindi na inasahan at tinabi ng buhay natin. Sa pangaral ko, at daming wala, hindi ko yung pinansin. When tempted to give up hope on others, dumating sa akin yung punto na yun. When tempted to give up hope on others, remember that God can work a complete change in even the most selfish personality or even the hardest heart. I'm still praying for them, yung mga bumastos sa akin. Yung isa, graduate ng nursing, hindi nakakuha ng UST pa rin. Hindi nakakuha ng trabaho. Nag-work sa mga ilang hospital sa Maynila. Nagsawa, pumasok ng trabaho ni call center. Isa pa rin yun na ayaw makinig. Minsan pa rin sa doctor second. So, bro, hindi yan ang dapat kong basahin. Meron kasing libro na panghawakan niya. Parang allergic siya sa mga lessons na pinipahirap ko sa kanila. Question is, attentive naman sa pagkinig. Sabi ko, mayroon pa kayong question o suggestion. Takot sila mag-expect. Pero nakikita naman na they're rejecting the visits. They're refusing to listen. Oftentimes, a clear message from God is followed by a period of time. When no change in the situation is apparent. So, wala pang talagang malinaw yung ating pangalan. Wala pang natuwa ako 2 years ago. Sariya pa siya. Sabi niya, bro, decided na ako magpa-baptize. After 2 weeks, nabagong isip, parang kaya na naman. So, ngayon. Pero, by focusing on God who handled change is enough to hold on. Yun ang tinawakan ko. Focus lang. No, this is not my work. This is not your work. This is God's, together with God, is God's work. So, hindi ako pay-pay, hindi ako nangihina. Go on. Basta focus lang sa Kanya. Pinaubahala ako naman sa Panginoon. By focusing on God, the handle change is enough for me to hold on. Trust and obey. Yung ang may ipibilin ko sa inyo sa umaga. Trust and obey because life is full of changes. And few things remain stable. For me, stability does not mean lack of change, but moving with God in every circumstances. Tama ba o hindi? Sapagkat sa Kanya tayo ay nabubuhay at nagsikilos. At mayroon tayong pagkatao at sapagkat tayo naman sa Kanya ng kaya. Thank you for listening. May God bless you.